Hey YouTube, I wanted to make this video and tell you guys why and when I actually pinch my fig trees. This right here is an Adriatic JH. I've rooted this cutting here, and this is the 7th month growth here from a dry cutting. As you can see here, we have figs at every single node. Okay, so this plant is super healthy. It is very happy, and it's doing great. It's doing great for the first season. Now, the fruit quality is not going to be superb, but that's going to be a whole nother video. But what I wanted to tell you guys is that you see this gardening stake that I have over here. This is about a 4-foot gardening stake, and this is exactly where I want this plant to stop is vertical growth. So this bud here is what I'm actually going to take off, just like that. You're going to see some sap flowing out, and it's going to be great because it's going to actually seal that cut, and I'll be done. So the reason I did that is the fact that from this point I don't want anything going up vertical, and this thing is going to branch out on its own, and more importantly, it's going to put the energy into those figs. Are the figs going to be superb on year one? No, probably not. But I just want to keep this plant at this 4.5–5 feet height for my first year trees. Okay, same thing with this one. We got a Saint Rita here. I've rooted this cutting here, and as you can tell, there is figs at every single node. Again, it's a happy plant. Okay, now here's my gardening stake right there. There's the height of my plant. That's exactly what I wanted. I don't want this apical bud to go up any higher. So with that said, I'm going to take this and boom, pinch away. There it is. Here comes the sap. Okay, now what's going to happen is that this branch here is going to get stronger, and look at the size of this actual growth compared to the gardening stake. Okay, so it's a happy plant. It's bleeding sap all over the place, but that'll stop momentarily. But yeah, that's exactly the reason I like to pinch, is to basically stop the vertical growth going up and to force branching. Again, this plant here, next January, I'm going to be cutting this down till about here, about 18, maybe 20 inches, and then it's going to scaffold out. Okay, now if I can show you one here, this one last January, I made the cut here, okay, and he actually scaffolded out nice and beautiful. So pot culture, if you're going to be growing it in a pot, you know, you want to consider the actual height of these things, because these fig trees could get very big, and you don't want it top heavy so the wind wouldn't be knocking everything over. Okay, so I hope that answered any of your questions when and why to pinch. And there you go, the sap flow stopped. That's on that one, and this one on this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give me a like. Have a good one.